Om Shanti. You want to come closer, those who are all the way at the back? It's a small family, so... It's only at confluence age that God comes and He has to tell us how much He loves us. In Copper Age and Iron Age, we had been searching for Him, doing a lot of bhakti, devotions and sacrifices, pilgrimages. So we thought we have a lot of love for Him. But now He comes and He says, no, I have a lot of love for you. And every Thursday, whenever I offer bhog, at least 3 Thursdays, I remember that the way Baba, not only giving drishti, but as if Baba was saying, every step each child takes is I am there for love, for support, for strength, anything. Because each child is following my direction. You're not doing it because you want to do it or you had your own idea. But because your love for Baba, your relationship with Baba, and the trust in Baba, faith in Baba, that every step you take in life, whether it's for personal, spiritual journey or even for service, I think you all must be experienced all the time. When Baba says, I am with you, that presence of Baba, His love is His presence in any circumstances, situations, or of course He says, I get detached when it comes to settling of karmic accounts, which you have to do. But also He is watching. He is watching, and if really hand is needed, power is needed, anything needed, He is present. But sometimes it is that we are so busy, there is not enough time for us to experience Baba's love. One is to experience Baba's love in the sense of presence, other is seeing His availability and His care for us. Because love has to be experienced in many different ways. Someone says, oh, I love you very much, but you don't see that caring nature. You don't see that, you don't experience that companionship. So love is not just something feeling, but you can experience Baba's love in many, many different ways. I think Madhuban itself is the example of Baba's love, isn't it? Anywhere you go to resort area, you could go to best hotels or anywhere. But the way Baba takes care of children, is Baba's family, early morning, night, during day. Have you ever experienced this hospitality anywhere else in the world? Even in your Lokik family. After 2-3 days they will say, well, why don't you do this? We have guests and friends. So first thing we want to know their departure date, because how long we have to keep doing it. And here we come, minimum 2 weeks, some stay 3 weeks, those who come from very far. But everything expresses God's love. Keeping place clean. Yesterday someone was cleaning windows. So one of the guests was there, he said, you mean every day they clean windows? I said, every window is cleaned every day. It's a lot of, because you have nivasis, then you have sevadaris, then you have servants, and it's like we are prince and princess, no? Just imagine how many are at the service. Maintaining place, keeping it clean is for us, isn't it? So Baba's love, yeah, our hearts are full for Baba's love. Yes? Yes? Yeah. No one has this, say, oh, I don't feel Baba's love. But feelings, because our feelings also sometimes are not really of soul consciousness, or we are a little bit into different kinds of emotions. But if you really, open your heart and see how much Baba takes care. I am with Baba for 52 years, and every day I just say that who will take care of me the way Baba is taking care of me. So that experience of love is something which, and we should actually think about God's love very often. They say when you are in love with someone, generally it happens then people get married, right? And when they get married, the problems begin, right? Then they don't have time for love. They only talk about when we're going to get house. Then say when we, from where money will come. It's like they always sit and talk about issues. So sometimes that same happens with us. In the beginning we have a lot of intoxication, a lot of love, and then we get into service, and then Maya and all kinds of getting rid of vices. So we forget God's love. But when you wake up in the morning, the first thing really not is the VIPs who have to remember Baba, but each Baba's child should make yourself full with God's love. Because that's where the second aspect which brought out was very interesting. Yesterday Baba connected, because God's love is very pure. Really, He just wants us to be masters, wants us to be divine. He wants us to enjoy our future kingdom. Present confluence age, that's all He wants, isn't it? But journey, of course, for some is little more turbulence, for some it's easier. But actually what He wants is to offer us, to give us, make us royal. And that's where really, because Baba's love is so pure, and it's in that love we accepted Baba's direction, or this was this feeling that, yes, soul is also pure, I am also pure. It's through the love that experience of purity really comes. Because Baba is ever pure and He is purifier. Because He is ever pure and purifier, because of that our feelings for purity, that we want to get rid of 5 vices. So yesterday Baba talked a lot about complete purity. Definition of complete purity is actually free from 5 vices, and second then free from all past accumulation of sanskars, from all different kinds of actions which were influenced by vices, sinful actions or vicious actions, actions of body consciousness. That's purity. And then when it's through remembrance of Baba, the alloy is really being removed. Alloy is being removed all the time. That's where really, when there is love, there is remembrance. Every day you find that more and more alloy is being removed. But then yesterday Baba expressed that have this experience of your purity, power of purity. Really, each Baba's child, if you think of your purity, you will be very proud. That how much like before the anger, the greed, the attachment, we were like totally in control of vices, and now we are free. Yes, little sanskars here, there, but comparative to what we were before, or when we look at people, so much sorrow, so much peacelessness, so much different kinds of worries, fears. So it's from the love that quality of purity is emerging in us. And of course, because there is power in purity, Baba wants us to serve through power of purity. You know, if you have read some of the saints, sages, they went in jungles or wherever. It was really their power of purity that whatever was happening to the nature, a lot of that mastery which came was through purity. So same is like recognize your power of purity. Sometimes we underestimate. It's really, you should be so much not proud in the sense of pure proud, but also take it. It's your power. Purity is your power. Because a lot of service really has to happen through purity. People come here at the center. It's very peaceful, very peaceful. Why it's peaceful? Why this place is peaceful? Because of purity, isn't it? That's why I say purity, peace, happiness, and prosperity. It's the purity which really creates peace. Otherwise, there's nothing like peace, you know. But when you are pure, your thoughts are pure, feelings are pure, you are very peaceful. No one can be impure and say, I'm very peaceful. It's not possible, no? So that's why the first quality is purity. So we're saying purity, peace, happiness, and prosperity is your birthright, is your inheritance. Yesterday when Baba said, let others come and experience their inheritance, take their inheritance, and you inspire them through your purity, through your vibrations. Because a beautiful definition of what instrument will be doing. An instrument is not those who are sitting down doing coordination, center coordination training. Each one of us, each one, Baba's each child, as soon as you are born, you are instrument. Wherever you are, at home, at work, wherever you are, you will be serving, isn't it? Is there any BK who doesn't serve? You do. People ask you. They see transformation in you. They see you making, efforts. There is a trauma center, hospital down to go to the eye doctor, and he's very young. So I said, why you decided to work here? And he said, when his wife was expecting, was supposed to have delivery, they hired a maid, and that maid was BK. And he said he used to notice she wakes up at 4, then she offers bhog, and she's so nice. And so he asked, what is all this about? And he said, we were inspired. So both husband and wife decided to work in trauma center. They're 4-year-old baby. But it's really the purity, And he goes to Murlli every morning. And he says, I didn't realize life can be so beautiful. Generally, young doctors don't stay here because they are ambitious. They want to make money, career, want to grow. But he says, I'm so happy. Every day, 3 days a week, he does 90 surgeries, 90 to 100. For these villagers, they go in camps, they bring people, they do surgeries, take them back, and he's so happy. So what Baba meant was that it's your purity, your vibrations will inspire others. And then when you have this self-respect of purity, this dignity of purity, this royalty of purity and power of purity. Purity has a lot of power, which I don't think many of us realize. But why sometimes we don't feel that much, as Baba said, because there are waste thoughts. It's like you have something very beautiful, but you have some cracks in that. If you get a very beautiful angel, it comes from somewhere and gets some cracks here, there, or gets broken, you won't be able to keep it, no? So it's very, very little, just wasteful thoughts. So that's what Baba said, no, you should not have wasteful thoughts. And we said that we will not have wasteful thoughts, right? And it's not difficult, it's not difficult. Last Murlli, if you connect with, use one of the method, 3 points, 3 bindu, 3 dots. Sometimes one doesn't work. One time I put 1, didn't work, I put 2nd, didn't work, then I put 3rd, it worked. So sometimes it worked with 1, sometimes 2, sometimes you need all 3. And it's all right. All these big Mahatmas, their tilaks are very big. Bigger saint is, bigger their tilaks are. So I start feeling for myself that, look, I have now 3, no? I feel great. I put 1 dot, I'm in soul consciousness, then I say drama, but still I find little thoughts are there, and say, bring Baba. So when you put all 3, then it works. But on other side, everything, whatever is happening or happened, you cannot question it, you cannot. That's what Baba says, why, what, how. As soon as you say, why this happened, Baba calls in Hindi, why is Q, Q. And then he says there will be Q. In Hindi, why is Q, not Q, but Q. Q means why this happened, and then there is Q. And deeply within, really, when you know that this is total faith in drama, instead of saying why this happened, we say, okay, this has happened, let's see what we can do, what is next, what is important. So to have wasteful thoughts, I think to change the habit of mind, you should count that this thought came 5 times, 3 times, twice, 20 times. No? Sometimes that thought keeps coming. And sometimes that thought takes a bigger form also. Especially when you think it, then you say, it's really serious, it's really great concern, because you keep thinking, We have noticed with Dadi Gulzar, any major situation, anything we take to her, she acknowledges, but immediately she says, it's okay, Baba is there, drama will take care. But she doesn't show any time any sign of, oh, this shouldn't have happened, this is not right. But even if we say it shouldn't have happened, but it happened, no? And Baba says, until end there will be something or other, some situation or other. But there shouldn't be habit of, it's a habit. Every year I take, discipline of mind is the biggest thing. Like, how maximum I like to think anything is 2 or 3 times. If it's 3, I immediately say it's sanskar, it's karmic account. Let me remember Baba. 2 you can still accept. Once and then second time. But if it's coming 3rd, 4th, it's a very deep sanskar in you. And it's big karmic account there. So immediately say, instead of thinking, have waste thought, let me use this thought to remember Baba. Because that's what actually Baba says, that remember me. So somewhere I have to say, no, I shouldn't be thinking, let me remember Baba. So you engaging your mind in Baba's remembrance. It's very, very interesting. Plus it needs lot of practice. One time Baba had said, either Baba will be in your intellect or a situation. Baba will be in your intellect or something material. Two cannot stay together. So from where power will come? Through Baba's remembrance. No? So instantly, like within 1 or 2 minutes, 1 or 2 thoughts, not minutes, 1 or 2 thoughts, oh, let me remember Baba. This drill has helped me so much, all of us. Like when we start our meetings, generally we say, let's have few minutes of silence. And now, even if you sit for 10 minutes, everyone is still sitting. Because they know they can be incorporeal, they can be angelic, they can be. And everyone's duration of silence, some or other, has increased. Again, it's attention, isn't it? So why to have... Well, we have given waste thoughts, no, yesterday. So we won't have waste thought. Yes? Yes or no? Today you didn't have waste thought, right? Little bit or no? Little bit, no. It's really when you check, it's very enjoyable process actually. When you look in and you say, but why am... Let me remember Baba. And you stay very light, plus because the power which comes from Baba is going to help, no? So remember that the qualification of instrument is who creates the vibrations of purity, of peace, of happiness. That's all you have to do as an instrument. Sometimes one who answers the doorbell serves more than even teacher. You have really that kind of presence, vibration. Someone came me and said, somebody opened door for me. Can I meet that person? I said, I don't know who opened. Let me find out. Because this person said, as soon as I came in and I looked at this sister, I felt God's love. So even teacher was giving 40 minutes lesson, he was thinking about that, because she became true instrument than the teacher. You understand? We teach, we give course, everything. But what really is serving is your vibrations of purity, peace and happiness. And also, Baba said, abundance too. Because one who is coming has some sorrow, has some disturbance, especially these days. Everyone has situations, circumstances, everyone. We have this Indian channel which comes all over USA and Canada. 80% people who call really call for, I have this problem, how can I solve it? I have this difficulty in relationship, what I can do. So they all are suffering in some way or other. So underline this thing that I am instrument and I should not have wasteful thoughts because I have to serve through the vibrations of my pure and powerful thoughts. Really, that's when I was reading Murlli, I read once, twice, 3 times, I said, that's what the definition of instrument is. And Baba said, instrument is the one, whether center or anywhere, it creates right kind of atmosphere. And it's so easy, you know what I'm saying? It's easier than giving 7 days course, no? To be there and just keep creating this. Because, as Baba said, at present, not only there is a lot of suffering, sorrow, peacelessness, but also they need a lot of power. So that's where Baba used the word that they need sakash. That means if you give jnana and you're not giving this light and might, you're putting somebody in battlefield and not providing any weapons or support. So soul will not last for long, will struggle and say, I can't do this, I won't be able to do it. But if there is sakash, and also that's where when Baba says, for me it was not a big thing like wasteful thoughts, because honestly if you want to remember Baba, you want to be very good in service, you want to be good in your chart, you can't have waste thoughts. But what fascinated me more yesterday was create powerful thought. So instead of weak thought, change it. Let me create powerful thought. And then you see how things move. I remember that once I went somewhere and the flight was delayed and some or other it was almost full day and flight was only 1 hour. There was storm on the other side. So when I reached after a day, I was leaving, so my host said, oh, I wish your flight is in time today. I said, today will be earlier. She said, why? I said, because it was late, so now it has to be earlier. You don't expect same thing to happen. And when we came to airport, flight left 10 minutes earlier. So then she called me, she said, you knew that? I said, I don't know if I knew, but at least that's how I expect. I never think, oh, because this happened, now it's going to happen. I always say, because it happened, now it's going to be. So create a powerful thought. Baba used the best, waste and best also, but also the word Baba uses, powerful thought. There was some sisters were bringing some guest in car to bring them to center. So there was a lot of snow. So she felt that her car is sliding and losing control on wheels. So she told other one, they both were very new but very intoxicated, that I feel I'm losing control. And the other one said, let it go. So then they came to me. So anyway, it went and people helped. She said, what you would have done? I said, no, stop it. It can't happen. She said, but it had to happen, no? So that means the thought is very important. Powerful thought can change situations, change things. You're creating something. That's why we have to remember, like we're creating new world. We are creators. So power of purity, power of remembrance, into increasing my capacity, my power in my thoughts. Never allow, if I get even little bit subtly doubt, I knew that somebody was getting a good place for Baba. And in the end, this soul came to me and said, I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. I said, forget it. And honestly, it didn't work out. But there was other one after a month, said, we have nothing, but we were going to get it. We're going to make it. And it happened. You understand? It's a very subtly, if you have doubt or if you have whatever way it is useless, just create a powerful thought. And that should be all the time. For yourself, even for others. And that's why Baba said you need to increase their courage if they need, their enthusiasm. It's only through the thoughts, powerful thoughts, that you can help others also to have that courage, to have that enthusiasm, to feel close to God. All that really will be happening is through your powerful thought. So one is, of course, not to have wasteful thought, but what is more important is to create a powerful thought. And really, you will see wonders. Every step you will move forward, you will say, oh, wow, it's wonderful. You will see magic of Baba, magic of drama. So I think that should be our focus when we return from here, means from now, but basically in every situation, have a powerful thought. So whatever the result of that powerful thought will be, as I said, you will definitely see wonders. So whether lack of trust or lack of patience or anything, because waste thought also comes because we do not have enough power. But if I have to create every thought, powerful thought, what you think, that's what we will do, right? Powerful thought. So when there is powerful thought, then because there is power of purity, and that you're using in your thoughts now. Otherwise there is purity, but you're not using that power. You understand? I mean, we all live pure life, vegetarian, Brahma Bhojan, remembrance. We have quality purity, but we're not using that power, which should be used into power of purity in your thought, means a powerful thought. And that's what Baba wants to see, our achievement. When he says you have to be like Father in the sense of that you also, as he is Almighty, you are Master Almighty. So at least for me, that's what I am underlining, is all the time, we have powerful thought. Something important. Now when Baba says that you have to liberate others, that now we understand, but how do I give sakash? Do I give sakash or Baba has to give sakash? So sakash really means it's vibrations, but it's like the rays of light and might. One is prakash. Prakash means only light. Sakash means light and might. So when Baba explained, that means when you have powerful thought, now that thought is really what it's creating is sakash. It's not just vibrations now. It's the sakash. You can protect, you can liberate, you can bestow. So many things can happen through sakash. And few times during day, if it's possible, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just sit and say, now I'm remembrance of Baba, but it's for giving sakash. So someone said, should we bring the face of that person, or you don't have to. Your quality of thought is powerful, you are with Baba, and others will start getting sakash. One of the habit which when I was a young Brahmin, because of two reasons. One, of course, when I go to Baba in trance, but also whenever there was this situation, in older, smaller center, Baba's room was next to, it was like you can go there any minute. So I had this habit, anyone call, there is situation, I will go to Baba and just give to Baba. And as soon as I am giving to Baba, the other side, other party will immediately say, oh, this worked. I didn't tell them, but it's like, go to Baba, sit with Baba, so that soul will get sakash. It's not just I am giving sakash, that also, You understand what sakash really means? It's the thought, because you have purity, you are remembering Baba, so your thought is not only creating vibrations, but they are more than vibration, and that is light and might. And these days people really come because they want to fix things, right? So we don't promise or we don't commit, but at least we can give them sakash. Because many are not clear about sakash, sometimes say, what I am supposed to do. So I thought yesterday Baba made it clear, there is purity, and then your thought is powerful, you are with Baba, so what is happening? Sakash. We are spreading Sakash, which is very, very important. You all have experience of Sakash, right? Do you feel Sakash? How many of you experience Sakash? Everyone. So when we experience it, then it's very, very important at this time, because it makes my journey easy and also makes journey of others also easier with Sakash. So Baba said we should serve in two ways. One is Sakash, other Baba said through your face and activity. In Madhuban, of course, everyone faces blossomed. Habit of getting stressed over little things. How will it, it's like suddenly getting tension, stress, concern. Is sign of lack of being surrendered. Always remember whose service is this, whose task is this. Is this your task, world transformation? It's Baba's task, no? I am only instrument. So when you look at Baba, Baba, this is your service, your task, you have to do it, I am helper. Some say to Baba, help me, and I say to Baba, I am helping you. I am helping in your task. So he's bound by that. I remember that in the beginning, when we decided this life is for Baba, went to see an eye surgeon, was very famous, and I was very young. He said, what you do? I said, I help God in His task. So he looked at me and he said, I'm busy, can you come back? I need to talk to you. He's a very big man, and I say famous. So then I went, lunchtime, he was little free. He said, you help God? So I said, yes, I help God. I was 19 or 18. I said, yes, of course. He said, I couldn't believe. I thought we ask help from God. I said, no, I help God. So then I explained, and of course, that his father is doing this task, and I decided in my life that that's what. And since then, when he responded to this, I always remind myself so that we don't carry this burden. Heaviness of responsibility. Quality of responsibility is you take care of things well. But the heaviness which we carry, same is like surrender or giving. Somebody says, I give this much to Baba. I said it should be other way around. Everything is Baba's, and I ask Baba, can I use it? Baba, everything belongs to you. Can I use money in this? Is it accurate according to law of karma, your Srimad? I am spending time like this. Is it accurate? I have to ask permission, not that I have to. That's like donations, no? Our relationship with Baba is not donation, I give and I get. But my relationship with Baba is everything belongs to you. That's surrender, isn't it? Like today Baba said, surrender. But after surrender, then you are a trustee. Then you have to ask Baba, no? Some say, I don't like to ask anyone. I said, you don't ask anyone, but what Srimad says, what law of karma explains, that at least you will follow, no? Anything, whether it's your time, whether it's your money or whatever it is, we have surrendered to Baba. So that intellect remains very, very carefree. Not only carefree, but also free. A lot of people ask me, or my feelings, that I am never busy. And otherwise there is really no time when it comes to time, because there is always so much to read, so much to talk, so much to see, so much to do. But internally, I never feel busy. Because I know whatever is necessary you think. When it's necessary, it's over, it's over. So I always tell that people add files but they don't delete. They don't delete. They keep. 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 They keep So you are overloaded, your computer is overloaded. But you use them, you delete them if you don't it, then add new files. No? So internally that, busyness is not there. Externally, of course, if you have to use every moment in worthwhile way, every breath, so you have to keep doing, no? But internally there is no rush or lot of chat or no. Whenever if somebody says what, I said no, there's nothing much on. When it's there, you do homework, you are clear, you are in meetings, you talk. But after that, it's okay. You don't have to keep thinking. So that's where this, is kind of allowing ourselves so that our face shows that there is God's love, there is light, there is, Recently I was traveling in Air India and one person came to me. And generally people come and talk wherever I'm sitting, and sometimes if seat is empty they will come and want to talk. And he said, it seems like you are in love with someone. So first I said, well, why is he asking? Then I thought, I said, well, sure, everyone has love in life. He said, what's your recent romance? So I said, it's not recent, but long-term romance with God. So he looked at me. So I said, later on, then he said, why I said it? He said, but I just kept feeling that it's like you're somewhere you are connecting with love. So I thought maybe you have a new friend or something, you keep thinking. So it should show our face and our activity. There was a Muslim priest sitting with me next to, and a few times he talked, I talked. Generally I, read or I rest, and so then he keeps saying that, can you tell me a little bit how can temper can be so calm, how can character be so good, and I keep asking. So that's what Baba always says, that our face and our activity. Sometimes at airport your luggage don't come, so you sit. One day I was sitting at Delhi and airport and I'm not seeing the luggage, so I said, okay, it will come. So one officer came to me and said, I said, I'm waiting for luggage. He said, but you're not anxious? I said, if I am anxious, will it come faster? Then another officer came, you will be surprised, I'm giving lecture to 5 officers. They say, how can you sit like this when look at others? They're walking with trolley here, there, here. Said it will come, no? And then when it came, they helped me and they said, okay, we will escort you outside. So when there are situations where everyone is very anxious and there is a lot of, different kind of emotion, and we just say, okay. I was sharing with a small group this morning that a few years ago I decided that I will not say to Baba, this should happen, or let me remember so that this can happen. No. I will remember Baba and say, whatever happens will be best. And since then I found remembrance very lovely. Otherwise, my plane should reach in life. Let me remember Baba, so plane lands in time. Plane will land in time, right? It's not if I remember Baba. Yes, I should remember Baba. You understand? If it lands in time, is good. If not, that also, if there is a situation, when I am in remembrance stage is good. So not all the time go, because how you know this is best? You understand? How do I know that what I am saying should happen is best? So I remember Baba, so best could happen. Many times we say, I want to see this. I really was remembering Baba, this should happen. And now I just say, I have to remember Baba and see what's happening. And you see really more beautiful things than you would have thought should happen. We limit sometimes, and Baba will give you unlimited. So this is how, after this Murli, thinking of yourself instrument, And one other part definitely was very interesting, that any kind of I and ego, of anything, many souls in yajna after 20 years still are internally suffering. I said, why? I have so many specialties, but nobody recognized. I said, because they are your specialties. He said, what do you mean, my specialty? I said, because you haven't given to Baba. When I came to Baba, Didi was my in charge, every day, forget you have any degrees. I said, but I am not thinking. She said, no, forget. I said, I forgot. Every day she will remind me, because there were not many people with that much education. You have to forget it's your education, it's your this. So everything, at least for me, what I say is Baba taught me, Baba gave this specialty, Baba. And then he keeps adding to specialties. I don't know how many, all of you are very smart, all that. I was so scared to touch the mouse of computer one time. And Brother Rick said they wanted to inaugurate website first time about 18 years. He said, no, you have to do. I said, I don't know how fast it will run. I might spoil it. He said, no, you hold it. And then when it came to a lot of IT things start growing, and Dadi Janki said, can you help to coordinate? I said, but I am not a technical person. She said, no, you can handle everything. So from where specialties come? It's not my. When it's my, you keep struggling always. It's not being used, then you feel humiliated, you feel you didn't get chance, you feel it's not being used. But if it's Baba's, no? I thought that's something very important to remember, that every quality what I have offered to Baba. Let's say maybe I had, you are a good architect, that's your qualification, but then you offer that to Baba, no? And once offering has been made, then it's not yours. No? Like why we offer bhog? One of the reason is that Baba, it's your bandara. It's coming from your bandara. It's not I earned and I am eating. It's coming from your bandara. It's very subtle ego which comes in. And then any kind of suffering is coming from I. I am this, I have this quality, I am very punctual, I am very this, I am very this. No. Baba has given me these specialties, I have to use it. So there will never be any feeling of lack of that self-respect or self-dignity, no. Sometimes I really tell Baba, from where you brought all this, I don't know. I wouldn't have, just imagine 52 years ago, whatever little education I had, all that. But until now, Baba makes us work in so many areas. It's Baba's specialties, Baba gives us. Yajna needs both virtues and skills. Skills can be hired, but not virtues. You understand? You can hire a person, you can outsource your projects, but you cannot have that trust, honesty, surrender quality. That's why, I've seen we had Harmony House, and you could just hire people and get things done. But some brothers from Australia, there were 4 of them at that time, they offered, we want to help. We had some brothers. Vibrations of whole place changed because Brahmins were doing it. So I thought it was peaceful, but there was no presence of Baba because it was a Christian Science church. So it was very clean, very peaceful, but you don't feel Baba. And now you enter, as soon as you enter, we have people from Jewish religion, we have Arab world, everything in that area. But as soon as they say, people ask them, why you go there? Because my God. You have big ship, Baba, as soon as they enter in the hall. Said, because I know this is my God. So presence of Baba is there. So this whole thing of internally wasteful thoughts or suffering is really because I and mine. It's Baba. And if it's Baba's, everyone will respect it, no? You understand? It's something very subtle we have to work on. So we will have meditation now, and I will give some of the thoughts where we take it from Baba's Murlli, just to underline and kind of go in that experience and look at your own inner treasures and how much power is there. And as Baba said, when looked at our account, he found that we do accumulate, but it's not long term. So I underlined that for myself. There is income, but it's not consistent. So how accumulation can be consistent? Because sometimes you save, a big budget comes, and your saving becomes minimum. But how it doesn't happen that a big budget comes, there is consistent. I suggest everyone to sit straight and don't rest your head with the chair, or straight back, straight head, because that's what you will do, is really bring experience of your power of purity and power. And we know that, we all know, and we have knowledge, but also it's you have to bring total attention to create this experience in the center of forehead. Because this kind of, when you centralize, so the scattered energy and influences, they will be completely removed, and you will be really with yourself in that pure inner space. And it's only not you pure, but your whole vibrations, your inner space, you will feel very ignited and very pure. Very gently I enter in this inner space in the center of forehead. And when I am there, and I look at my own self, my true being, a very beautiful, sparkling, a very tiny, subtle point of light. Just a point of light. A very subtle, very tiny point of light. And it's from this point of light beautiful rays of light, which I take within and use these rays of light create whole being of light. I can take this light even around all the senses to change my costume and create the costume of angel, costume of light. The experience of pure energy. Because I am a pure soul. Purity is what I am. It's my original, my eternal quality. It's purity. A being of light with pure energy. Creates a beautiful experience of peace, of harmony. There is no conflict. Even no conversation. It's just silence. Let the vibrations of peace surround me all over. I am being of peace. There are feelings of love. Love for the self. Just the quality of love in expression. And with this quality of love, there is joy, happiness. And being this pure, peaceful and loveful being, I connect with one who is supreme, one I belong to. One who has this pure love for me. Is God's love as parents, as friend, as guide. Is Baba who serves me, sustains me with love. When I experience God's love, and when I think I have to play my part, I want to play it as an instrument. And as an instrument and his child, what I inherit from Baba. Every quality emerging from purity. Even whatever specialities I have, but they coming from purity. I serve as an instrument. So that God's love can be experienced by others. because God loves everyone. So I also have love for everyone. And this God's love and my original and eternal stage reflects through my face, through my eyes. And through this angelic form, as an incorporeal soul, I play my part.